All right, so today we're jumping into something that caught my eye. It's a source making a really bold claim that a specific service, Smart4K IPTV, is the absolute #1 streaming choice in all of Canada. Now that's a huge statement, so let's break down how they actually try to back that up.
So, right off the bat, the source cuts straight to the chase. It frames its whole argument by asking a question that probably hits home for a lot of you watching, and it's a feeling many Canadians know all too well.
And that question? It sets the stage for what the article calls the cable cord dilemma. This is basically the whole reason a service like this can even exist, let alone compete for that top spot. It all starts here.
So what's behind this dilemma? Well, according to this source, it's all about the money. We're talking about sky-high cable prices in major Canadian cities that are supposedly pushing people to look for other options, specifically internet-based ones, in massive numbers. Okay, so we've got the problem, right? Expensive cable. Now, the article pivots to the solution it's presenting, a technology called IPTV. But what in the world is that? Exactly.
Basically, it's super simple when you break it down. IPTV just means you're getting your TV channels through your internet connection. That's it. No satellite dish, no special cable line, just your good old internet connection delivering the content.
And this is where the source starts to draw a line in the sand, technically speaking. It argues that traditional cable squishes its TV signals down, while this IPTV service focuses on something called bitrate quality. The big idea here? A clearer, sharper picture, especially when you're watching something fast, like a hockey game.
So we've gone from the general tech to a very specific claim about one single provider and its supposed spot at the top of the entire Canadian market.
Yeah, the article really doesn't pull any punches here. It just comes right out and says this service has hit the #1 rank in Canada. But you know, a claim that huge, you gotta have some serious proof to back it up, right? So how do they try to prove it? Well, the source basically builds its whole argument on 3 main pillars. 3 things it says makes this service totally different from everyone else out there.
And here they are. First, superior server stability. No buffering. Second, something they call anti-freeze 4K technology. And third, a curated list of local channels. Let's dig into each one of these.
Okay, reason number 1 is all about the plumbing, the infrastructure behind the scenes. The source argues that where a service's servers are physically located is a huge deal. It can literally make or break your movie night.
And this really spells it out. The source claims a lot of other providers have their servers way over in Europe. So when everyone in Canada logs on after work, things get jammed up and, you guessed it, buffering. The argument is that by keeping servers in North America, this particular service just sidesteps that whole traffic jam.
All right, next up is reason number 2. A technology with a pretty catchy name, anti-freeze. Now, this sounds like it's their own special sauce for keeping the stream from, well, freezing up on you.
And here's the key. According to the source, they claim their service is specifically tweaked to play nice with the big Canadian internet providers, like Bell 5 and Rogers Ignite. The idea is that this special tuning is what stops the stream from dropping out on you.
And that brings us to the third and final reason, and this one's all about the content, what you're actually watching. The article says this is a huge differentiator.
You can see the argument right here. The source says, look, a lot of services just throw a massive generic list of global channels at you, but this one, they claim it's handpicked for Canadians. So you're getting the stuff you actually want, like CBC for news or TVS Sports for the game. Okay, so after laying out its case with those 3 points, stability, tech, and content, the article brings it all home with one final very direct piece of advice for anyone thinking about making a change.
And this is pretty much the bottom line from the source. Their advice is simple. Steer clear of the cheap resellers and go straight to the main provider. That's their recipe for getting the quality they've been talking about this whole time.
So this all leaves us with a pretty big question, doesn't it? Is this kind of specialized internet-based TV the future for Canada? And maybe more importantly, it makes you think, whenever you see a claim like #1, what's really behind it? That's the real food for thought here.